Just whatever. It's a cheap pillow. Whatever. Good evening, everybody. I know it's not usually evening when you see me, but it is today. So we're going to go through what it's like to backload our day, which is you do a majority of your stuff in the evening time. So we're going to start with planning for tomorrow. So first thing we need to do. Hi, Zanette. Well, then no typing. No typing for you.
I got to go back.
Okay, put it back there. No. First thing, take a look at the weather.
God. Ow!
Harley, nice.
I'm being right in the face with
All right, it is going to be 40 degrees tomorrow with a 10% chance of rain, which means what I have planned for tomorrow will work. Now, a majority of the week, give me my wand, is going to be, we're going to have dinners for lunch and lunch for dinner. Because with my sweetheart's schedule, he will be home for lunch, but not home for dinner. So I want to give him a good hearty meal for lunch, and then we'll just have something quick and easy for dinner. So tomorrow, however, is the only day where he's only working in the morning. So we're going to stick with the lunch and then dinner. So tomorrow we're going to have Chipotle chicken ranch wraps and then chicken vegetable bowl for dinner. Now, today being the day that it was, I ended up going and cleaning today because I messed up my knee yesterday. Then we didn't get there until late. Got home, kind of crazy here. Got my new Viking. Never, ever, ever in my life
I took in my own foot.
did I figure I would own a Husqvarna Viking Emerald. Ever. No, never did I think I would own one. And to get it and not have to pay for it, amazing. So, and the fact that it was my grandmother's machine, that just tops it, right? So now I have her serger and I have her old sewing machine. My mother actually kept the sewing machine instead of, I guess my aunt had wanted it, but my aunt didn't do anything and my aunt didn't support my grandma coming up here. So my mom said, no, you're not going to have it. She didn't care if it was just going to sit there and collect dust, and they decided to give it to me. So I have it and I'm so excited. I cannot believe the difference between this sewing machine and the sewing machine that I have. Thank you. Hi, Belinda. No. The quality of stitches in this thing is just, it's amazing. I cannot get over the difference in the machines. I never really contended that there was a huge difference in machines. I am sorely mistaken. Okay. I was wrong. So, anyways, so that means, all right, just a sec. He's been doing that a lot. He's getting crazy. You're getting him worked up. Okay. That means that most of my meal prep for the week did not happen. So, if I would be a backload person, I might be doing the chicken and chopping the onions and the peppers and shredding the cheese and dicing the onions and making the syrup and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm not a backload person. I'm a front load person. So all this stuff is going to happen tomorrow morning. So I am going to put that on my plan right now. So I need to cook 1.5 pounds of chicken. First, we're going to add on my task for the morning. Meal prep. So cook. You know what? we'll go with 2 pounds chicken. And that will then give me the chicken for the entire week. Then I need to chop onions, peppers, shred cheese, and make syrup. So now I know what that's going to be. Also, for my tasks in the morning are my wand. You have sticks. Are make the beds and clean the bathroom. Then I've got the cleaning task for tomorrow. The cleaning task for tomorrow is 15 minutes under the bed. So if you're a backload person, now is when you would be doing it as opposed to in the morning. I also did not do my weekly home blessing today, which means I need to do it tomorrow. Like I said, I'm a front load person, so I do a majority of my stuff in the morning. If you're a back load or a mid load, you're going to do it either midday or in the evening. All right. I did send out my work hours. I did message clients that still need to pay me. And my honey's working at 2,400. All right. So tomorrow is planned. I have clothes laid out. Kitchen is not done yet. So that is next on my list, is going to be to stay away from the sewing machine. I might even cover it up and go and finish the kitchen. So I need to do dishes from breakfast and what Juan had for lunch and for breakfast. Put some dishes away. Put some other stuff away. It's not that bad. It looks worse than what it is. Then I got a puppy now sleeping at my feet. Down here, I have stuff to pick up from the puppy. Gisek does not have anything out here, so he does not need to worry about that. But if you do, you have to clean up your room. Okay, but that's not out here. If I was a backload person, now in the evening time is when I would do a majority of my pickup put away. Maybe hit each room and do 3 minutes or 2 minutes or a song in it. I am not that kind of person. I am a front load. Okay, I'm going to keep going back and forth and explaining the differences as we talk, getting ready for tomorrow. So tonight will be basically pick up the trash, make sure all of his toys are in his toy stuff, straighten up my sewing table here, get it ready for it to become a school table tomorrow, because I don't have my sewing table yet. And then straighten up the kitchen, wipe down the counters, wipe down the appliances, and I'm going to be done. From there, while I'm still in the kitchen, I'm going to set up my coffee pot because, once again, with the way that my morning went, it didn't happen. Because I normally do it with lunch dishes, so it didn't happen today. But I'm going to take care of my coffee pot tonight. Once I take care of the coffee pot, once I clean the kitchen, I'm going to head to the bathroom, wash my face, brush my teeth, change into my PJs, and be ready for tomorrow. After that, if puppy is sleeping, as he is conked out on the floor right now, I may do a little sewing because that is my pamper. Even if, like, I just had to rip out a patch, which is why I still think I'm going to call my company Rip and Stitch. I still love it. I mean, and like I said, the quality of stitching that this Viking does is just, it blows me away. I really want to go to the store and go get some fabric. I really, really do. I really, really do.
Well, why can't you?
Because they're not just going to give me money because I'm pretty and because I got a new sewing machine. They're going to want me to pay for the fabric. And I don't have the money to pay for the fabric right now, honey. So, and unfortunately, since we switched over to Spectrum, I have the bigger bill this month with the installation fee and everything. So I won't have it this month. I also can't buy my sewing table this month, but that's okay. I'll get it for Christmas. Yeah, I will. So honestly, tonight, if you're an evening person, get as much done as you can to get yourself ready for tomorrow. Make your lunches, maybe even make your breakfast. Overnight oats are amazing. We haven't done them here in this house for a long time, but overnight oats, really, really good. Really, really simple. Easy than breakfast. Breakfast is already made. You don't have to worry about it because usually if you're a backload person, you're not a morning person. So you want breakfast to be easy. Have your lunches set up. Maybe breakfast will also be a smoothie or a smoothie bowl. Have your lunches set up so it's just a grab and go. Do your cleaning task in the evening. We don't have one for Sunday. But like I said, tomorrow's is 15 minutes under the bed. Maybe you're going to want to do that. So you're going to do more of your pickup put away. Maybe you're even going to do your swish and swipe in the evening. Because you don't want to do it in the morning. These things are, I don't care the order in which they get done, right? I mean, I don't care because my life is not your life, right? We all do things differently. And my makeup didn't stay worth a darn today. So it's not a matter of when you do the task, it's if you do the task. So what I, am thinking is maybe instead of doing morning, noon, and night, because some people like morning, noon, and night, having those that don't want the actual designation of time, just like listing the planning tasks, listing the maintenance tasks, and then listing the dishes, and putting it that way. Because it may not look as a matter of fact, I'm going to put that down. Computer. So MDS by task. It may not look so overwhelming, right? When you look at maintenance and you just do this and planning and you're just doing this. And I don't know. I'm gonna see. Dang it, I'm out of juice. So don't forget to make sure your launch pad is set up. So I should actually be having my computer charging right now, which I don't. But I'm going to make sure my computer is fully charged before tomorrow morning. And yes, I will be live tomorrow morning because
crazy puppy.
I have to be up at 5 a.m. to get my husband ready to go to work and make sure he has something to eat and all that wonderful good stuff. So yes, I will be live tomorrow morning. And every morning after that this week. So making sure that you're as prepped if you're a backload person, making sure you are as prepped for the morning as possible is essential. That is why we lay out our clothes. That is why we set up the launch pad so you can grab and go. If you don't have to sit there and think about what clothes you're going to wear and this and that and this and that, it eliminates any thinking time in the morning. I tend to do my best thinking in the morning once I've woken up, which is why I'm going to do all that meal prep, and I'll probably have it done prior to school starting. So like I'll pull out the chicken tonight and everything else like that so I can just cook it in the morning. Thinking about anything else that we need to prep for tomorrow. I'm not using my cards. I'm trying to wing it. I had the coolest fortune cookie too because we went to Panda Express for lunch. Because my mommy and daddy always do that for us. We called it Thanksgiving dinner today, so I had orange chicken. I always have orange chicken, but yeah, whatever.
And I also pointed it out too.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact wording, but it was like I was going to get something that was going to help my life in a positive way, right? And then not more than an hour later, I'm getting this sewing machine. So this time,
on our way home, like, Mom, your fortune came true. Your fortune cookie came true.
Yep. He was like, Mom, your fortune cookie came true. His fortune cookie always comes true because his fortune cookie said that he was inspirational. And my son is very inspirational. Why is my dog laying on the floor and not laying on the couch?
I don't know.
You guys want to see how dirty my floor is? Here, I'll let you see how dirty my floor is. That's all Harley's stuff. Everything on the floor is Harley's stuff. And there's Harley laying in the middle of the floor. Dead dog.
Avada Kedavra.
Right? Avada Kedavra. So, not as long tonight. Just trying to go through a couple quick things on if you like to backload your day as opposed to front load it. My husband actually is a backload type of person. Right? Puppy power. My theme for Christmas this year is going to be puppy claws because I have to make sure the house is puppy proof with all the decorations. My husband is definitely a backload person. He, if he has his way, would not stir until about 10 or 11. And he would rather do a majority of his stuff at night, whereas I would rather do my stuff early in the morning.
I'm more like a mid person.
You are definitely more of a midday. Jessica's definitely a noonish midday load person where he thinks the best and does the best work in the middle hours of the day. I think honestly, if we had our way with hours and go to bed whenever we want, I think Juan would probably be going to bed about the time I would be getting up.
And if I could, and I'll try to stay up until noon.
Yeah.
And go to bed.
So, which can make it hard if we want to get projects done, because when he wants to get a project done, I'm like, dude, no, you should have asked me like 4 hours ago. And when I want something done, I'm getting, do you mind if I wake up first? So
if we got what I want, if we got what we wanted, I would just stay up until my body knocks me out. Like, okay, dude, it's time to go to sleep.
Right.
You've been up for way too long, so I'm shutting you down.
Right. That one slept late this morning. He was not up till like 9:30. It was crazy. So, okay, we talked about the launch pad. We talked about prepping the kitchen and meals. We talked about prepping the clothes. We talked about possibly doing cleaning tasks in the evening. We talked about doing our maintenance tasks in the evening. Really, if you're not sure what type of person you are, try doing a majority of your tasks in different parts of the day and see which one they work better. It can also depend upon if you're working that day or not, because I know some of you have got a job that just drains the life out of you, and of which case maybe doing a lot of brain work at the end of the day is not such a good idea. Then again, it's not related to work, so maybe it is. I don't know. It all depends upon your day and job. I can't think of anything else. Like I said, I'm not an evening person. I'm not a front load person. I'm actually past my knockout time now. I'm past my time to be productive. So it honestly, and I'm going to be completely honest here, it will not surprise me if tomorrow on live I tell you guys, yeah, I didn't do the dishes. Because I'm past my productive time. My productive time ends at about 6:30. So I am like, oh, it's 6:30 right now. So I will not be surprised if tomorrow morning you hear, yeah, guess what? Didn't do the dishes. And I'm just being completely honest. I'm not going to sit here and say that since I started Fly Lady umpteen zillion years ago and then helped make this transformation here, that I've done the dishes every single day, because that would be a lie. I have made the bed every single day, but I have not done dishes every single day. So, because some days when it's time for me to do them, I am past my point of productivity, and it won't happen, which is why it's so important for you guys to know where your productivity power lies. Is it morning? Is it afternoon? Is it evening? And then capitalize on it. And then also make sure you're not scheduling a lot of stuff when you're past your productivity, because you're setting yourself up for disappointment, because you're going to sit there and you're going to get there and you're not going to have the motivation and you're not going to want to do it. And then you're sitting here going, I'm such a failure. No, you're just not capitalizing on your productive time, which is very important. So that's why, as I look back, right, on my tasks, because I like to do 3, 3, and 3, 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, 3 in the evening, and those are just the maintenance tasks that Fly Lady asks us to do. The evening one, in almost every single day this past week, has either only 1 or 2. Whereas morning has got 3, afternoon has got 3. The evening has got like 1 or 2. Because I know I'm not productive in the evening. I'm done. Getting up at 5 and then going until 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, whatever, actively trying to work is not going to work for me. That's not who I am. That's not what my body's just like, yeah, no, sorry, no. The most brain work I can possibly do is going to be the sewing, because that's just lining it up and then going. So that's our evening setup for tomorrow. The biggest thing I want you guys to take away from this is to really figure out what type of person you are. How detailed you need your list to be.
I have a question.
What's your question, baby?
Why do you want them to figure out what type of person they are?
Because, okay, if I don't know what type of person I am, I'm going to give myself big tasks to do in the evening. And then evening after evening after evening, they're not going to get done. Well, then I'm going to think that I stink and why can't I do them? They're easy and this and that. But if I know that I'm a morning person, then I schedule those tasks in the morning And I just have to relax in the evening and I'm good.
Okay.
That's the other thing. I just figured out what I wanted to talk about. Negative self-talk. I have a couple people that are experts at it. We'll phrase it that way.
Same with me.
You are. And we were talking about getting down on ourselves doing really, really routine tasks. Like this time they were doing the dishes and they noticed when they were rinsing it off that there was still a spot on the dishes. And so they took them and they washed it again. But the talk that then happened of, why can't you do this right? It's so easy. Why can't you just wash the dishes right the first time? Hi, baby. Hi. Come here. Oh my gosh. Come here, babies. Oh, stretch. Yeah, stretch. Why can't you, do the dishes right the first time? They're so easy. They're so simple. And then we recognize that we're talking down on ourselves for these tasks that, we know that we should be able to do. So then we're talking down on ourselves, and it becomes a vicious cycle. And I think it becomes so easy to talk down on ourselves over something that we consider to be easy. Good for you, Laura. I'm glad you know what you are. And it can be a struggle to find out what you are, believe me. And it might change depending upon when you work. Getting down on ourselves for not vacuuming, for not dusting, even for decluttering, because we look at it like it should be so easy, because that's what society says. It should be so easy. Doing the dishes. How many times in your life have you done the dishes? Well, we figure they should be easy. You want to get down? Do you want to get down?
Come on my life for me.
There you go.
Come on,
And hi, Laura. I think he's got to go potty. Do you got to go potty? He was sleeping. Usually when he gets up from a nap, he's got to go. It can be so easy, but because they're routine tasks, they're tasks that we've done billions of times, or maybe millions, whatever, they can become to where we don't think while we're doing them. And that's when those things happen that give our negative self-talk. You did. I'm actually doing an evening one. When you do that and you because they've become so easy, we're going to wash the dishes. It's something where I don't even need to think about what I'm doing. That's when we open up to have that spot and then get that negative self-talk. So that's something we want to avoid. That is why one of the months, the phrase is in the moment. So that way, even if you're doing a monotonous task or a task you've done a million times before, like doing dishes or vacuuming or dusting or doing your makeup. Like I keep saying, I'm a 47-year-old woman who can't put on mascara without getting some on her eyelid. If you're in the moment, you're causing yourself to focus more on the task at hand instead of just letting it be automatic.
Look, Mommy. Okay. Okay.
I saw him. He had his head on your shoulder. So making sure you stay in the moment with everything that you're doing helps alleviate that negative self-talk, because you're going to have more conscious thought in what you're doing. Negative self-talk is still going to be there. I did realize when I was talking to her, I think because some of us, depending upon age, we have been programmed and reprogrammed for constant negative self-talk that our win is when we get to teach our children or somebody else how not to think. He's getting his 2 cents worth in. They're just watching. They're just quit cutting me off. They're just watching football, honey. You don't need to bark. You're good. You're good. Nope, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Yeah. We don't need any more. Thank you for letting us know. Okay, sorry about that. We need to realize that sometimes I even hesitate to call them mistakes, but I don't have a better word for it. Sometimes silly mistakes are going to happen, and we need to really, really, really just give ourselves that grace, because that's essential.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, crap! Not again!
So, you guys all have an amazing evening. Make sure you really think about where your strength lies, morning, afternoon, or evening. Push the majority of your tasks there. It doesn't matter if you swish and swipe in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening. It just matters that you swish and swipe.
Okay, I don't know!
Okay? So, that's all that really matters with the day.
Okay. Dude, really?
He says, I love you, Gisek.
I love you.
It doesn't really matter when you pull your clothes out, morning, afternoon, or evening for the next day, as long as you do it. Heck, it doesn't really even matter when you make your bed, morning, afternoon, or right before you go to bed, as long as you do it.
That's enough kisses. That's enough kisses.
Maybe your big shine your sink happens in the morning. Harley, enough, baby.
Thank you.
So, it's not about when you do them,
No,
just...
that's not kisses.
Then sit up, Gisek.
Thank you.
No, you're not. It's about just doing them. I know. That's that beagle howl. Isn't it? Just, hey, Harley. Is that beagle howl? Who's messaging me? Okay, can you please turn that down? You stay away from my wand.
Harley. Hi.
Oh, AJ must be picking them up. I am guessing you outside. Okay. I need to go. I gotta go talk to my husband's boss. She's picking up our neighbor. Talk to you later. Bye. You guys have an amazing night. I will be live tomorrow morning. Okay? Guaranteed. I'll be live. All right, fine. Do you want to go